All right, here with Colleen Quigley, a day after making your first Olympic team in the steeplechase. It's kind of had to have sunk in a little bit, but maybe not.
A little, yeah.
Talk about how the past day has been.
Yeah, Courtney and I are roommates on this trip, which has just been so fun. Last night we got home, we went out to get pizza together with our families. We got back to the hotel at like 2 o'clock. Had a Normatec party. We both got in our Normatecs and just like couldn't stop talking. Couldn't go to sleep. When we finally turned off the lights at like 3 o'clock, we're like, okay, we gotta at least try. We slept for like 3 hours. Woke up at 6, bright-eyed. Like, are you awake? Yeah, I'm awake. Oh my god, I can't stop looking at my phone. Like, it's just been. They're like, are we still Olympians? Yes. Oh my gosh, it's been unreal.
And it was an unreal race. I mean, like 800 to go, you were in the hunt, but then 400 to go was when it really got crazy. I mean, Courtney came from being 5th all the way back to come and catch you. So just talk about that last 400 of the race.
Yeah, I mean, the race plan just was perfect. We went over it a million times, and I played it over a million times in my head. Stay on the rail. It's gonna be quick from the gun. Like, it's not gonna be messing around. So no one's gonna be jogging. It's gonna be a real race. So just hang in there. You know, I knew after a mile there's probably going to be 5 or 6 girls, and with 1,200 to go, maybe like 5 girls, and then maybe 800 to go, maybe 4. I was just gonna just keep dropping off, and I just had to keep staying in the mix, but also staying on the inside, conserving energy. That's Jerry's big thing, and he told me if you're still there with 600 to go, 2 water pits. That's when that's when it's gonna happen. You just have to hang tough. And I imagined it a million times in my head, like I knew 800 to go was gonna be so hard, and you look at that and you see 2 laps and you're just like, I'm not gonna make it to the finish line. And Emma, 2K in, Emma threw the gauntlet down and we started freaking sprinting. And I thought, we're gonna have mass carnage. I mean, there's no way we can keep going at this pace for 2.5 laps. Like, people are gonna die out here. And I got to the 2 laps to go, and I was like, I can't keep this up for another 800. And I just told myself, just keep it up for another 400. If I just make it to 1 lap to go. And then I got to 1 lap to go, and I just said, if I just make it to 200 to go. And I made it there, and then we hit the final water pit, and I felt like I still had the tiniest bit left. And so, yeah, just sticking to that race plan and just knowing that if I just stuck with the pace long enough, and I had that last 400 in me, then I could bring it home. And it played that out a million times in my head, and then it played out on the track, and I just felt like this is exactly how I thought it was going to go, and just so grateful that it actually worked out that way, and that there was no mishaps, there was no falls on my part. There was, I stayed on the rail, I conserved energy, and it just was exactly how I wanted it to go. And that just rarely happens, so it was so special.
Yeah, and it was also special when Courtney caught you right on the last water jump, and the 2 of you were able to pass Steph and finish together 2-3.
I had no idea, because you don't know what's going on behind you, obviously, and I had no idea that. Later I found out she had kind of fallen off, Courtney had kind of fallen off the pace a little bit, or kind of had like a rough lap in there where she, not even a ton, maybe lost maybe a second or something, and kind of people might have thought that she was falling back, or that she was kind of throwing in the towel, and she just, wherever it was, she came back. She smelled the blood, smelled the weakness, and she came back for it. And having her come up, I could see the red out of the corner of my eye, and I knew there's no one else who was going to be that red jersey, so I knew it was Courtney. And I knew that we could both overtake Stephanie in that last, it was like 100 to go at that point, and I knew both of us. I was like, if both of us can just overtake her here, we're going to be solid. Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. And then we're finishing, and I couldn't let myself believe it. I was in 3rd place, and I don't know where 4th place is. I don't know if Stephanie's right here. I don't know if Leah's right there. I don't know who, someone could be right behind me. I have no idea. So I'm just going and going, just praying, because I have nothing left. I'm just hoping it's enough, and the pictures say that, because Courtney.
Got a button here somewhere.
Awesome! Yeah, I got a couple of them.
I got the whole team. Can I get a picture? Are you doing an interview?
Yeah.
Never mind. We'll do it next
Thank
week.
you.
So it happens when you make an Olympic team.
The picture in the end says it all. It's Courtney's face, just pure joy. She knows she's going to Rio. She's so happy and she's just smiling. And I'm right behind her. You know, it's still like, who knows, a few steps to go probably. And just the look on my face is like the veins are out. And I'm like gritting so hard, and I wouldn't let myself celebrate until I crossed the line and they gave me that damn flag. I was not going to like let it be real yet. I couldn't celebrate until I had that flag in my hand. So yeah, it was unreal.
You had the grind face on.
Yeah, total grind face. Like not cute at all. But veins, yeah. But it's worth it.
Yeah. And you've come an extremely long way in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, in March you weren't running.
Yeah. I met with a bunch of doctors, but Dr. Anderson from Dr. Arnold from St. Vincent was, trying to help me with this. And 10 weeks out, they were like, everyone was just like, it's 10 weeks, and you get to that place in 10 weeks, and I total doubt. Like Emily and I both were in the same position, and sitting in John Ball's office in Phoenix, looking at our MRI results, just like like we were so pathetic. We were two pathetic creatures, like sitting in John's office, just being like watching our Olympic dreams just like melt away. It was a really tough trip to try and go there and get healthy and try and jumpstart that like back to running process. Like we need to start running now, and he was the guy to do that, to get us back as soon as possible. But it was scary, and there's definitely some times where I was just like, it's just not gonna happen, and maybe I can keep going for another 4 years, and it was just really hard. But there's so many people on the BTC and that coaches and just teammates too, and Amy and Shalane, that were just like, you can do this. Get in the pool like every day. Think about what you want, and then make that a motivation for swimming those laps, and getting on that dang elliptical, and and elliptic going, and just so many things that you hate doing, but were so worth it in the end. And Shalane, texted me before the race saying, all those hours in the pool, all those hours in the elliptical, like they were not in vain. It's going to be worth it. And that was like totally hit home to me. I was just like, yeah, I did all of that to get here. Like I didn't do that for nothing, and it paid off. And that was just like incredible. I couldn't believe it.
So you and Emily both at the same time found out.
We were just like twins, both the right hip, and what did we do? Like what were we doing? We were taking left turns or right turns a ton? Like no, I don't know what we both did, but it was a very similar injury on the right side, and both pretty much got the same kind of prognosis of time off and just cross training our butts off, but like no impact stuff. And thank God I had her to do it with me, and she had done it before. She'd come back from that. She had the Cinderella story last summer, so I really had a lot of faith in that and her experience, and just being like, if you could do it before, I can do it with you, and definitely we can do it together. It's going to be even better. We can do it together this year. And so with her support especially, just hours in the pool, just amazing. So, and now we're both going to Rio. It's just like, if you had told us that 10 weeks ago, sitting in John's office, we'd have been like, didn't know about that, but somehow, some way, with a ton of people's help, we did it.
So both stress fractures?
Not a fracture, but edema or like stress on the bone. At different points, hers was like trochanter or something, and mine was like head of the femur, so different spots, but both like stress related bone injuries.
Oh my God. So it probably helped a lot that at least you weren't alone. Like she had the same thing, and you guys were both going through it, trying to make the Olympic team together.
Totally, yeah. We were every day like telling each other what we were trying to tell, ourselves. Like, it can happen, we have to stay strong, you have to, like, inspirational quotes, like, all the corny stuff. We're throwing it all at each other, and every time one of us was, having a tough one, the other one would, be there to support each other. And then the next day it would be flip-flops, like, I'm having a shitty day, and you're giving me the pump-up speech that I gave you yesterday, And so that was, it was a roller coaster, but at least had someone on the roller coaster ride with me.
Yeah. These
Yeah.
Bowerman babes.
I know, Bowerman babes. It's gonna start trending. I swear. We're 6 for 6. Shelby's gonna take us all the way. 7 for 7. Yeah, it's crazy.
So how many steeple workouts did you do before this?
I did. Well, I was scheduled to do 2 at altitude, and the first one didn't happen because I had this like freak 1-day foot thing that just popped up where I had to take a complete day off because I thought I hurt my foot. And so that workout was nixed, and then so the next week we tried again, and I had a decent first, like for my first hurdle workout since, I hadn't really done a hurdle workout since Beijing. So for the first one back, it was like a decent one, but nothing fantastic, nothing that told me like I'm ready to crush this. And so it's kind of a little bit frustrating coming off of that, just being like, I need more time, like this is not enough, I need 3 more of these, but then I came back to Portland, ran Stumptown Meet, had a steeple workout that Sunday, and felt like a different human being, like hitting faster paces than I did before, and feeling so composed and so relaxed and breathing in oxygen, and it was like a game changer. And I think that was the first time that I was like, I kind of was just like, oh my gosh, maybe I can. So yeah, 2 hurdle workouts before the prelims, which I count as another one. Thank God there was a prelim to just get that first like steeple race out of the way. So yeah, if you count that, 3 workouts before the final, that was jumping over barriers.
And that includes a race.
Just goes to show, yeah, includes a race. Just goes to show you though that you have to be super fit, like as just a flat runner, before you can even, worry about jumping over stuff. And luckily for me, Coach Long gave me that super, super strong base in hurdling form for 4 years at Florida State. So the hurdles came back faster than I could imagine. That part of it was just like riding a bike. It just came right back, and it felt super natural. It was the fitness part that I was really worried about. Getting to that point, getting to that 800 to go point in the race takes a lot of just like flat fitness that just, I didn't know if I ever had time to grow that. So the hurdle workout part wasn't that big of a deal. It was like all those tempos that I was like hanging on for dear life behind Emily and Shelby, like just sucking wind at altitude, like hating life. Like that was really the part of it that I think that got me there more than the hurdle workouts.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't stop talking.
No, that's amazing. I can't believe it was just 3 workouts.
Yeah. I am a Jerry believer. If I ever had doubts before, it was not the smoothest year, and I was emotionally like not stable, but like I'm a Jerry Schumacher believer after yesterday. Yeah.
He's
totally
definitely doing something right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we got Shelby in the final. Emily's already made it.
Yeah.
Shalene's already made it. Amy, like,
he's a really good coach. It solidifies that I'm just in the most perfect position, perfect spot that I could have ever chosen. Somehow, just fell in my lap last year, and I'm so grateful to be here with the group.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's after this? You going back to Park City?
Yeah, I convinced there was some finagling, some compromising, some back and forth, but I leave Monday for Park City, so I get to stay and watch the 5Ks this weekend and just, revel in this a little bit longer before it's back to work and back to the grind, back to Park City for 3 weeks, and then we'll do a little bit of like heat and humidity training. We have to go to Houston for processing, and then down to Rio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
Thanks.